Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 haunted places around the world. Get ready to explore the eerie and the unexplained. From ancient prisons to abandoned hospitals, we're about to embark on a terrifying trip to the most haunted corners of the earth. These are places where the veil between our world and the other side is thin, where spirits roam freely and unsettling energy lingers in the air. Are you brave enough to join us? We begin our journey at the Tower of London, a fortress steeped in centuries of violence and despair. Within these walls, countless souls met their end, imprisoned, tortured, and executed. The most famous apparition here is Anne Boleyn, the ill-fated wife of King Henry VIII. Her ghostly figure, often seen on the anniversary of her execution, is said to roam the grounds, still seeking peace after her brutal end. But Anne is just one of many. Visitors and staff have reported chilling encounters with other spectres, disembodied voices echoing through the stone corridors, and the bone-chilling feeling of being watched. The energy here is palpable, a heavy weight pressing down on you. You can feel the sorrow, the anger, and the fear that have seeped into the very foundation of this place. Is it history coming alive, or something more sinister? Whatever it is, there's no denying the Tower of London's place among the most haunted locations on Earth. Our journey takes us to Estes Park, Colorado, home to the imposing Stanley Hotel. This grand hotel, nestled high in the Rocky Mountains, is best known as the inspiration for Stephen King's iconic horror novel, The Shining. King himself experienced strange occurrences while staying here, and those events fueled his chilling tale of a family terrorized by supernatural forces. Guests have reported disembodied laughter, piano music echoing from empty rooms, and the unsettling feeling of being watched. Room 217, the most notorious room in the hotel, is said to be haunted by the spirit of a former housekeeper, Elizabeth Wilson, who met an untimely end. To this day, guests report luggage mysteriously unpacking itself, lights flickering, and the overwhelming sense of being in the presence of something unseen. The Stanley Hotel stands as a chilling reminder that some stories are best left untold, or are they? Our exploration of the haunted leads us next to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to the imposing Eastern State Penitentiary. This former prison, once a model of reform, now stands as a chilling monument to the human capacity for cruelty. Within these walls, prisoners lived in solitary confinement, their only contact with the outside world a small skylight that some believed was their only connection to God. The isolation and despair drove many inmates mad, their tormented souls lingering long after the prison doors closed. Shadowy figures darting down cell blocks, disembodied voices whispering from empty cells, and the blood-curdling screams that seem to come from the very walls themselves. The paranormal activity here is as diverse as it is intense. Some visitors report feeling a physical presence, while others describe an overwhelming sense of dread and sorrow. Eastern State Penitentiary is a place where the line between the living and the dead seems to blur, a stark reminder of the dark history that unfolded within its walls. Chapter 4. The Myrtles Plantation. Our journey through the heart of the haunted South takes us to St. Francisville, Louisiana, home to the Myrtles Plantation, a beautiful antebellum mansion with a dark and troubled past. Built on a Native American burial ground, the plantation is said to be cursed, its history marred by tragedy, misfortune, and untimely deaths. One of the most well-known spirits here is Chloe, a former slave who was brutally murdered. Her image has been captured in photographs, a haunting reminder of the plantation's brutal past. But Chloe is not alone. Visitors report seeing children peering from windows, hearing whispers in the dead of night, and feeling an oppressive presence that sends chills down their spines. The Myrtles Plantation, with its grand oak trees draped in Spanish moss, may seem picturesque, but beneath the surface lies a darkness that refuses to be ignored. Chapter 5. Aokigahara Forest. Our exploration of the world's most haunted places takes a somber turn as we travel to Japan, to the Aokigahara Forest, also known as the Sea of Trees, or, more ominously, the Suicide Forest. Located at the base of Mount Fuji, this dense and disorienting forest holds a dark and tragic history. It's a place where many have gone to end their lives, their pain and sorrow lingering among the trees. Visitors describe an oppressive silence, a feeling of being watched, and a sense of unease that permeates the very air. Some have reported seeing shadowy figures lurking among the trees, while others have heard disembodied voices calling their names. Electronic devices malfunction, compasses spin wildly, and a sense of disorientation can quickly set in. The Aokigahara forest is a place of profound sadness, a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of the human spirit. Chapter 6: The Catacombs of Paris. Our descent into the world's most haunted places takes us beneath the streets of Paris to the catacombs, a labyrinthine network of tunnels holding the remains of over 6 million Parisians. Once underground quarries, these tunnels became the final resting place for the city's dead, a solution to overflowing cemeteries in the 18th century. Now they stand as a chilling reminder of our own mortality. The air is thick with the smell of dust and decay, the silence broken only by the sound of dripping water and the echo of our own footsteps. It's a place where the line between the living and the dead feels terrifyingly thin. Visitors have reported seeing apparitions, feeling cold spots, and hearing disembodied voices whispering in the darkness. Some have even felt unseen hands touching them, a terrifying experience that leaves them shaken to their core. The catacombs of Paris are not just a testament to history, but a haunting reminder of the countless souls that reside beneath the City of Lights. Chapter 7. Our journey takes us to Long Beach, California, home to the majestic yet eerie Queen Mary. Once a luxurious ocean liner, the Queen Mary now serves as a floating hotel, permanently docked, its hull concealing a haunting past. Over the years, there have been numerous reports of paranormal activity on board, from unexplained noises and cold spots to full-bodied apparitions. One of the most haunted areas of the ship is said to be the first-class swimming pool, where the apparition of a young girl who drowned there is often seen. Another hotspot is stateroom B340, where guests have reported seeing the ghost of a murdered sailor. The Queen Mary, with its grand staterooms and elegant dining halls, might seem like a luxurious escape, but beneath the surface lies a haunting truth. Chapter 8: Poveglia Island. Our exploration of the world's most haunted destinations brings us to the Venetian lagoon in Italy, to the island of Poveglia, a place shrouded in darkness and despair. This small island, once a quarantine zone for plague victims, and later a home to a mental asylum, is now considered one of the most haunted places on Earth. It is said that the island is home to the spirits of those who died there, their tormented souls unable to find peace. Visitors to the island have reported feeling a sense of overwhelming dread, hearing disembodied voices, and even being physically touched by unseen hands. The Italian government has forbidden visitors from setting foot on the island, but that hasn't stopped the stories from spreading. Chapter 9: The Banff Springs Hotel. We journey to the Canadian Rockies, to the Banff Springs Hotel, a luxurious resort nestled in the heart of Banff National Park. While this hotel boasts breathtaking views and world-class amenities, it also harbors a dark side, a history steeped in tragedy and hauntings. One of the most famous ghosts is that of a bride who is said to have fallen to her death on her wedding day. Guests have reported seeing her dancing in the ballroom, her white dress swaying to music only she can hear. Another resident ghost is Sam Macaulay, a former bellman who supposedly still roams the halls, eager to help guests. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying that the Banff Springs Hotel has an eerie and unsettling atmosphere. Chapter 10: The Ancient Ram Inn. Our final destination takes us to Gloucestershire, England, to the Ancient Ram Inn, one of the oldest and most haunted inns in the country. This unassuming building dates back to the 12th century and is said to be built on a pagan burial ground, making it a hotspot for paranormal activity. Guests have reported a wide range of unexplained phenomena, from cold spots and disembodied voices to full-bodied apparitions and even physical assaults. The inn is said to be haunted by a number of spirits, including a witch who was burned at the stake, a murdered child, and a succubus that preys on male guests. The Ancient Ram Inn is not for the faint of heart. It is a place where the veil between our world and the spirit world is thin, and where the darkness of the past is always present. Until next time, Thanks for joining us on this spine-chilling journey. If you dare, visit these haunted places and experience the paranormal for yourself. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more eerie adventures.